Other teams, they rely a lot on their long A and cat splits, which is like their bread and butter on Dust 2. They do that a lot and they're really good at it. But the problem with that is Markelov, who is the world's best player in Air Hail, and he could single-handedly win them a couple rounds already.
Yeah.
And Navi is executing long in just a second here. Markelov takes out Carrigan. And Mouse players are just stuck in the A site right now. Get a couple of kills though.
Markov still holding from the A plat.
Zonic's 40 health. He's pushing over the Game Helper. Gabi and Cat with 40 health, and Roman in CT spawn with just 10 health. We'll see if Navi actually clears Game Helper. I don't think they realize someone could be there. And Zonix takes Xenia out. And takes out Markelov as well. So it's gonna be the second round for Mousesports. And Navi starting off another round. This time it looks like they're going a little faster. No one is going in the B tunnels. It looks like they're doing their cat and long A split fairly quickly. Xenia just rushing up cat, leading the way with the bomb. Edward and StarX kind of stalling at long. Getting blinded by Zonix, who's still in the pit. Edward takes him out. Ramen lower health. Got B down to 9. Taken out by Zeus, and Roaming is taken out as well. Carrigan, nice shot onto Markelov. It's down to Carrigan and Ninja right now in a 2 versus 2. We'll see if they're gonna boost up or not, and they will. I'm not sure if Zeus is aware.
Ninja's turning around,
and this is just not going well for Ninja. That is definitely a kill.
Yeah,
should have been able to get with that boost.
He turned around and looked at Cat, apparently. Well, that was a weird scenario. But, yeah, I mean, Ninja really should have been able to get that kill. Even if Zeus suspected they might boost, he still couldn't have been 100% ready for it. Whereas Ninja had to know he was at least... There's no way he went back Cat already, I don't... Navi just taking it slow. Looks like they buckled down a lot more on this map. They really look like they were playing carelessly on Inferno, and it looks like they're trying a lot harder here. I think Edward might have just done a 100 damage nade to Gabi. Or really close to it at least. Did you leg out? Are you there?
And I'm back. (11-2) is the score for Navi right now. Ninja is sitting at a comfortable 0-12 score for Mousesports. Markelov
by Markelov
gets a pick on Roman.
So they're gonna fall back. Actually, they're still split up. I thought they were gonna go back to B, but they're still holding mid.
Stark spots Gabi crossing over to the B side. Hits him down to 48 health. Edward takes out Zonix. And looks like Navi's about to finally head up the catwalk with Edward coming out along. Carrigan is waiting for him at long though. See if he's able to take Edward out. Edward just kills Carrigan in the back. Ninja once again getting shot, this time by Starix. Markelov just jumps into spawn, gets a kill.
Yeah, this is just not Ninja's match. I mean, he was playing pretty decently on Inferno, but
the worst part is he had that one round. He had that one round earlier in B where he was hiding behind the small plat box where he could have actually won Mouse the round by just hiding there. And that might have just kickstarted all of this, because he could have already gotten that first frag all the way, like, I want to say like 8 rounds ago.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there. If not longer.
Ninja's in a good spot now to get that first frag though. Let's see what happens. Nope. And Ninja ends the half at 0 and 14, no frags. Navi's gonna get the bomb down in B right now. It's gonna be a hard round for them to win. Navi's in very good positions. Plant is taking them forever. Stark's still not getting the bomb down. Looks like Goppy just is bunny hopping into the site. Can't connect with his shot. Kerrigan giving it a little smiley with a good half. This is the second half pistol for the second map of the third place decider at DreamHack. MSI beat it. Mousesports won the first map, which was Inferno in overtime, and then Navi just got 13 rounds as terrorists on Dust 2. Navi looks to be running the same pistol strat they did against SK earlier in the day. Don't think Mouse was able to... Actually, Mouse could have been able to watch that. Edward playing close by middle. Zeus has been forced to fall back from long. Zonix actually jumps in the pit at long.
Arkov's gonna get naded. Only to 82 though. Gets gooshed. Looking like a more of a round for Mousesports. Zonic crossing long, gonna catch Markloff, or he drops into spawn. 4 HP though. Looks like they're gonna regroup and try and hit Cat together.
Yeah, this is all in Edward and Senia. Actually, Senia is the only person from Navi to have a defuse kit, and he's going long by himself. See what the world's best pistol player last year can do. Edward gets the first kill. Stunning Markloff with 4 health after a little Agile TV lag, and he gets taken out by Zonix. I will see if Mouse might be able to mount a giant comeback here. They obviously need another 12 rounds just to tie, or 13 more rounds if they want to win this match without going into OT. Navi having a little trouble boosting Edward on top of the middle door. I'm not sure if they saw Edward getting boosted, but he's finally on top of the door.
Yeah, no one's in the other Fnatic Lions game. I guess it'll push back to 3 in like 10 minutes from now, but
yeah, no Freeze is still on a DM.
Navi actually boosted Edward on top of the mid door, so he could potentially get 1 or 2 kills. If he doesn't shoot right away, oh, Roman comes out looking directly up. I don't know if you saw that, it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's because Starks got killed like the second after he boosted Edward, like right by the door. So I wasn't watching the terrorist who killed him, but he could have seen Edward's feet there as he got boosted up.
Sonic getting some nice shots there at long. Little push by Navi.
It's gonna make it 3-0.
This is where Mouse gotta just make their stand. They basically gotta just make a run and just 14-0 them. They can't lose a round. you know, it's all or nothing here.
Yeah, this is a big round for sure. They do need to get this first round where we're just instantly gonna force Navi on another save round. Looks like Edward is gonna push in lower B, but I think he got spotted. Nice shot on Roman, only using a couple of bullets there, and he does get away. Survives with 67 health somehow.
They pop flash out of B tunnels for Ninja getting killed by Starix. I think he pop flashed himself out actually.
And this round is not looking good for the Germans. Starix pushing back into the upper tunnel for B. Zeus spams.
This round's going to come down to Markelov versus Kerrigan, I think.
Zonix also needs to kill Xenia long.
Yeah. He needs to bait a little bit, though. I think if he walks out, he's just going to get killed.
Let's see if he hits Xenia up at all. Nope, Xenia's still at 100 health. Gabi and Kerrigan now making their way to top A.
Kerrigan
getting spammed. I'm not sure why Kerrigan is still carrying the bomb, but this is going to be a round for Navi, and that's going to make it 14-5.
Yeah, you got to expect that Mousesports have to be thinking that they're going to the third map right now. Even if you want to try and win out, I mean, it's very unlikely.
Yeah, it really is. It's going to be a long and rocky road just to even make the score look a little nicer, which it doesn't at all right now. Some nades going up the middle from Navi. I think they hit Gabi, and Gabi's down to 18 health already. This early in the round, everybody else still sitting at a comfortable 100. Ninja's making his way through the B tunnels, going towards the lower B. Everybody else is kind of sitting outside of long for Mousesports right now. It looks
They're
like
going to be running right into Markelov's op.
Navi's playing a setup with all three of their A defenders playing on top of the A side though. So if Mousesports gets a guy in pit and he doesn't peek Markelov and die, they could possibly wrap A pretty well by sending 4 others to go up Cat.
One guy gets into pit, Markelov has to back off. This is where the setup gets kind of greasy. Markelov doesn't know that the other guy doesn't have an op though, so I think if he sees an AK, he's just going to probably try and peek him and kill him.
I think Ninja just team flash Roman, by the way. Threw a terrible flash up Cat.
This is just a massacre.
Mouse is just getting, well, massacre is a good word, getting massacred, and Cat. Ninja gets 2. Doesn't help much. Markelov probably going to pick up the last frag here. Let's see.
Opping a pretty funny spot. Well, not funny, but it's one of those really hard spots.
And Starix finishes it, and Navi now has map point in the second map. 15-5, and Mouse doesn't even have that much money left. I mean, they're still going to mostly get rifles, but nope, not even mostly rifles. Died too much in the ecos. I think might actually be all Deegs, so this could very well be it for the second map.
Yeah, I mean, Mousesports needed more rounds to work with. If they had 4 rounds on CT, I'd say they still have a chance to come back, because T-side does too, has a lot of possibilities. But, you know,
well, in the first few rounds, it didn't even look close. Like, Mousesports was just clearly outclassed, even as T's. It's not looking too good. Zonix misses on Zeus, but finally connects on his last bullet.
I mean, I think they live and die. Like, Mousesports seems to live and die off of Kerrigan, even though they use a lot of tactics, which is supposed to kind of make it so your worst players are better.
Ooh, Zonix hits a nice 1D on Starix.
It still isn't the case for them. It still seems like in order to beat the better teams, Kerrigan has to play really well.
Yeah. I mean, he is their main fragger, even more so than Roman. It's actually kind of funny that I think originally when Kerrigan joined Mouse, I think he was fairly overrated. I don't think he was the best player on full gaming, where he kind of, I at least thought he just kind of sprung into stardom, I guess you would say. But in Mousesports, he's definitely become he's improved a lot throughout the year, and he is the best player on that team.